The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. More colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Kante gets a foot in here, looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. Now the ball in. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Mbappe. Yamal. Shot could be on. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Now it's Hazard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Good read, needed to be. And he's there to retrieve it. Nice bit of skill, and he's away.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, good-looking ball. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Federico Di Marco is someone I consider to be an elite fullback. Even in Italy, where defending is an art, he's brilliant going in both directions, and he's got an impressive assist tally, and he's got solid defensive numbers too, so he really does make that left side his own, whether he's at left-back or as a wing-back.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. He's got away. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Messi is the team's great visionary. That's going wide left. Just eases him off the ball. So it is still 0-0. Conte. Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe! Goal! Barcelona! 200. It's the goal they all came to see. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
First breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Di Marco. Great defending, strong and determined. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's been caught napping. There's the shot. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It is a corner. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. And he's intervened well there. The pass has gone astray. Ruggeri spots it and intercepts. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Batistuta. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's made its way to him. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hazard. Defending was strong and firm. Xavi. Yamal. Messi finding himself in space. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That has not gone well. And it's Hazard. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Van Dijk clears it away. Gerrard.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Royce. And he's managed to get free. And it's played in. Oh, that was vital. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Barcelona just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. Barcelona currently ahead by the smallest... Real chance! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Xavi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Not the most accurate pass. Yamal. Spread it left. That's a sharp pass. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Now, who's going to be first to this? Gerrard.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Botafogo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Yamal. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Substituição.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Conte. And here's Mbappe. He's having a pop! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Mbappe clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's destined for the flank. That's where it came from. And the shot! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
A case now of complete control. Now he's running away. He's had it nicked away. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Barcelona will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Alexander-Arnold considers his options. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Just too high.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Botafogo have opted to make another change here. Kante gathers from the goal kick. Laid out to the left flank, and he's quick to return it. Now it's De Bruyne. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Batistuta. Oh, this looks sharp. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Mbappe. He's through here. Great ball, and he's in here. Bergkamp. Time and again they are repelled. And it's Messi. He is through here. Kante did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Messi. De Bruyne. The Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, no joy this time. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Mbappe. Dimarco cuts out the pass. Bergkamp distributed tidily. Ferran Torres. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Van Dijk. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Takes a shot! And how did he not make it 4?
Teremos uma substituição.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Teremos 5 minutos de acréscimo.
Batistuta.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's had a shot! And he's stuck it away!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So could they be onto something here? He'll try from distance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Alexander-Arnold. Now De Bruyne. Can he get it through? Shoots! And that is that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and is... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. And Shevchenko! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Throw in. And it's Serginho. He's got away. Shevchenko!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Messi looking to play him in. That is ended up in no man's land. Howson. Van Bommel. Oh, such a clever touch. And he's managed to get free. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Xavi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And this is Shevchenko. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, he's in one-on-one. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a shade optimistic. Goulet. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Mbappe! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Mbappe going after that. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Yamal. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And they're quick to get it back. Messi. Goulet, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, well measured. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Messi.
Ivory Coast really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Van Dijk looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, nice touch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass just didn't quite work. Not the most accurate pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Barcelona trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Messi. Spread it left. Oh, that's a key interception. Goulet and Alexander-Arnold. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's picked his way through.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
El dorsal 14.
And now they can spring out of defence. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And Shevchenko! Goulet, Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Alexander-Arnold considers his options. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Now it's Royce, and he was quick to react. Goulet. Ivory Coast are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Ødegaard. And he's been shifted off it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a...
Decent shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Goulet. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nicely weighted ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Ruggeri. Xavi. Now it's Mbappe. Over to the right flank. Tries to play it through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Royce delivers. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Shevchenko. Played into space. Oh, delightful ball.
Ivory Coast clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now this could be a chance. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chance for a shot! And a truly agonising miss.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
El dorsal 8, Messi. El dorsal 3. Serán sustituidos por el
Barcelona
dorsal 9,
have, after
Hazard.
this, one
El
further
dorsal
opportunity
17,
to make a
el dorsal
substitution.
18,
And that has put
Gerrard.
paid to that. Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe! Oh, how's that for a goal? About as smooth as it
Gol
gets.
del Barcelona.
Barcelona
Marcó en el
are
minuto
back in
89.
business.
El dorsal 19,
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about
El
that one.
dorsal 15.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Barcelona restore parity.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
That's a throw. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Howson spots it and intercepts. And Shevchenko! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Rice. Goes for the shot! Wide, but only just.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
He's found space here. Hazard. It's a good-looking delivery. Keeper's dealt with that. Van Bommel. And now the breakaway. That ball looks a good one. Shevchenko. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So things are underway.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko.
Royce! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Messi. That is ended up in no man's land. Howson calmly anticipates. Ruggeri kept his eye on it, and he's there. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easy...
And Messi! Goal! Barcelona! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Tanaka. Pass somewhat off target. He's in a great position here. Mbappe finds himself offside. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Mbappe. And that is out of play. So just the one early goal to report so far. One takes a shot! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Oh, I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
It's run loose here. And here's Saka. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Royce. No, he's not getting past him there. And here's Mbappe. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Yamal. Spread to the right. Now it's Yamal. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Botswana cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Great ball. He's having a hit! It's anyone's ball now. Mbappe. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Tanaka. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He might be in. There's the shot! In he goes again! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Neymar! Brilliant! A finish of true class! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. And shifted it to the flank. Now this could be a chance. Neymar. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Xavi Alonso. Plays a sharp little ball here. Saka. And a shot! And yes, it's there! They are purring, truly purring. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Botswana now in a position far more... And Shevchenko! Off the post! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away! And that is all they have time for. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
En el marcador se puede ver información sobre los autobuses que nuestra ciudad pone a disposición de los espectadores para sus desplazamientos hacia y desde el estadio.
That gets us going once more.
Barcelona really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Xavi Alonso tries to play it through. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, can he get onto this? Harrison cuts it out. Great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Drama over the penalty spot. And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So could they be onto something here? Now he's off and running. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That has not gone well. Oh, Red, nice interception. Romero powering forward here, and it's Royce. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And here's Yamal. And he cuts out the supply. Not where it came from. Botswana can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Engages and forces him off the ball. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a Yamal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Lamine Yamal has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And here's Mbappe. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Threads one in. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Neymar. Now what about a counter-attack? Van Dijk. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. Xavi Alonso. Neymar. Saka. And it's made its way to him. That has been slung wide. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Mbappe! It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Messi.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Royce has it in a wide position. He's picked his way through. Goes for a shot! Into the last quarter of an hour. Aims beyond the defence. And he's gone long. Shevchenko. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's played through for him. Oh, he's all alone! Somewhat off target.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
El dorsal 3.
And he welcomes it in.
El dorsal 14. El dorsal 9.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's in, and he shoots! And it's in! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Botswana visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Out towards the flank, Neymar. Oh, well played, he needed to get that right. Pedri. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Neymar, and the finish! Outstanding save to keep that out.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Ruggeri is there, and he can get that clear. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He is through here. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, super find. He's onside. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And that's that. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game, a game that began so promisingly from their perspective. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of this guy, Christian Romero, described by his national team boss.
Yamal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what? That's another chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Picked out and the shots! Goal! Barcelona!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, Red, nice interception. But that has not gone well. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Batistuta. Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Rice makes a dash for it. Great chance! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
PSV restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me.
Tries a shot! Goal! PSV! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, he likes those, doesn't he? That's another one for his collection.
PSV with the lead.
This is wonderful front foot.
Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game, everything seems to be coming off for him.
PSV now in a position far more desirable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now he's got space here. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely spread. Now it's Yamal. That's been slipped through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's quick to return it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
PSV clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Yamal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mbappe is flagged offside. Spread to the right, back where it came from. Royce. Aimed beyond the defence. You can run onto that. Romero defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rice did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. There's the shot! Off the post! That's going across goal. Ruggeri deals with that comfortably. Now that looks a decent... Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So now the difference is 3. Van Dijk gathers from the goal kick. Can he get it through? Ruggeri. And it's Xavi. Now it's Mbappe. Distributed tidily. Van Bommel. And Spence. Rice. Oh, easy pickings there. Now this could be a chance. Chance for a shot! And he's heaved it away. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good spread. Romero gets it clear. Nico Williams. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, oh, shooting chance! And no mistake. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that...
And that is all they have time for. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 19 será reemplazado por el dorsal 6.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And he was quick to react. Looking for options for movement. Rice. That pass isn't the best. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Batistuta. Well timed, excellent interception. He's looking wide. Royce. Looking for a runner. It's a pretty loose pass. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Van Bommel. That has been slung wide. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
PSV clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's quick to get rid.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing...
Decent chance! And it's in! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now. Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. The referee's come over, it's a red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the deny. Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Diouf is onto this. Diouf unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's got a... Can he finish? Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that is well cleared. Pass somewhat off target. Barcelona do have options available on the bench. Oh, he's been caught napping. Nico Williams gets into a good position. And that is a little undercooked. Knocks it into space.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Messi. El dorsal 3. Serán sustituidos.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way.
El dorsal 18.
And this is Gerrard.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Little pass back.
Just too much pressure.
And Batistuta! Oh, that is rather wayward.
cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Van Bommel picks it up from the goal kick. He's in a great position here. Elanga! And that really should have been that.
Elanga really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
That has not gone well. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. PSV really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And he's managed to... And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Stood up well to him there. Probing pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. 5 minutes to add. This is a promising build-up. And he's found the way past. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the...
Xavi! That was travelling. Might be danger here. And he shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Xavi with the short one. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And he's got away from him. Now, can they get him away? And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Spread neatly. Diouf charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now it's Yamal.
That was lovely, that.
He's found a way through. Pass somewhat off target.
Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's well spotted. Can he get it through? Shifted it to the flank. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability to defend. But this guy, Christian Romero, is a player who excels up front too. He loves every opportunity to make a forward run. And even when it comes to set pieces, he'll hang around for minutes thereafter in the hope that he might just get an opportunity. So yes, he's a centre-back, but a very different one.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Xavi.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Yamal. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's... Oh, shooting chance! It's in! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Casapia. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. That's a fair try, but just off target. And we have our very first corner. Xavi goes short. Backward it goes. And it's a net. Decent chance! Oh, it rattles the bar. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely weighted ball. Kimmich. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through. He's through here. And it's Aguero! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Looking to play him in. Yamal. And he's there to get it away. And reclaimed it in... Aguero! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's going to be another corner, I think. Corner number 2 then. Real chance! He's got a goal! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Ruggeri. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Casemiro is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Yamal is onto this. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.